Hello, my name is Shaleen, and in this video I will try to provide an overview of the EPR action plan in plastic waste management, which is now mandatory for plastic items manufacturers. So let's start with the basics. You might have heard of Extended Producer Responsibility or EPR. So EPR is a waste management approach introduced for producers, importers and brand owners, also referred to as PBOs, who are involved in the plastic items business. They, along with plastic waste processors, will now have to obtain EPR authorization from the Central Pollution Control Board after the changes brought by the Plastic Waste Management Amendment Rules of 2022. And to obtain the said EPR authorization, they must submit an EPR action plan and at the time of application. This is to ensure that before authorization, the PBOs have adequate waste management methods in place. Respective pollution control boards and pollution control committees are monitoring the whole plastic waste collection and disposal to keep a regular check on EPR post-compliance. They also have an authority to levy environmental compensation and penalties. So let's start with the overview and talk about the EPR action plan. So EPR action plan is the plan which details the description of the collection, recycling and disposal methods that a PBO will implement to achieve their mandated target. It also has to be submitted when the producer applies for an EPR authorization to the CPCB. To understand it better, let's talk about what are the important components of the EPR action plan and what is their significance in the extended producer responsibility. The first one is the EPR target. So EPR targets refer to the waste collection and recycling targets for plastic that a PBO must meet to fulfill its EPR. These targets have been elaborated in the 2022 amendment rules. So 4 plastic categories were identified in the rules, and these targets need to be fulfilled according to these categories. An EPR action plan will have to include such details. Now let's talk about the second important EPR action plan component, that is collection. PBOs must show how they plan to collect the waste and publicize their take-back system or buyback system. So for the third category, which is recycling channels, here the producers have to engage with the registered recyclers, collectors and waste processors in their waste management channel. We will get to more details about this later in the video. Important term in the plan is end-of-life disposal. So plastic waste that cannot be recycled is sent for end-of-life disposal to the plastic waste processors involved in road construction, waste to energy production, waste to oil production, or for processing in the cement industry. This is called end-of-life disposal, and your EPR action plan should ensure that only unrecyclable plastic waste is sent for disposal. Now, if you are wondering what is the format for standard EPR action plan, it is generally a detailed plan that includes section for providing information and declaration from the applicant. So let's talk about it. The first section will be the general information section, which contains the columns for unit's name, address and contact information. Then in the subsequent section, you will have to provide details like product details, the type of plastic used and the quantity being manufactured annually. Also details like the name of the product, category of the plastic in which the product falls, that is category 1, 2 or 3 as per the 2022 rules. Following section will require details of recycling channel which will be implemented. Here an elaborate detail of the channel chosen by the PBO on which their EPR action plan will be based must also be given. Other essential details like registration details of the entities, the span of their coverage must also be provided. Next comes the crucial section of recycling network details. If you choose your own distribution channel or a producer responsibility organization or PRO for instance for the purpose, the details of the collection network, the reuser and recycler or co-processors depending upon the fate of the waste has to be provided. Lastly, a flowchart is also required, which has to be a diagrammatic representation of the channelization of plastic waste. It must include the details of stages involved with the whole life cycle of the product. So if you are involved in the plastic product and packaging manufacturing, I would like to bring your attention to why you need assistance for your EPR action plan or your EPR authorization process. It may be evident from this video how important is a precise EPR action plan for your EPR authorization. So an EPR action plan covering all the bases will not only streamline and manage your collection and recycling obligation effectively, it will also help you avoid any post-compliance issues. So post-compliance is also becoming challenging for businesses day by day in the light of the tightening government restrictions on this sector and the recent amendment to the plastic waste management rules. Therefore, a strategically planned and executed EPR action plan will help PBOs avoid future legal complications and missing their deadlines or targets. An intelligent approach to develop an action plan with the help of experts in the field of EPR, which will save you both time and money. That's all for this video. I hope you found it informative. For more such information and queries that you may have, contact Interclimate from the details provided in the description section below. You can also visit our website and read our blogs on various environment related issues. You can also comment down below on any queries that you may have. We have an excellent team of experts who can assist you regarding various registration and licensing process. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.